your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis.
And I'm Haley Wilkes. Thank you for joining us. A Suncoast veteran goes to jail today to keep all of his VA disability check. It's all because he and his wife are divorcing and she wants half.
Under federal law, the money is exempt from alimony payments, but state law says she may be entitled to it. Lynn says he wants to set a precedent to help all veterans in similar situations. ABC 7's Josh Taylor has his story.
Suncoast resident Lynn is on full disability from injuries he suffered while serving as a Marine during the Gulf War. Now going through a divorce battle with his wife he met after his time in the military. He says she wants nearly half of what he gets, $1,500 a month.
That's how I pay my bills. There's no way I could afford to pay that amount and still survive myself.
He says he's bought her a house and made other compensations, but that's as far as he's willing to go.
There are actually federal laws that protect the veteran's VA compensation check from alimony and being garnished.
We contacted the National Veterans Legal Service Program in Washington, D.C. They say it's an issue which has been argued across the country. U.S. Title 38 says VA benefits are exempt from taxation, claims of creditors, and other legal processes. It makes no exception for alimony. Lynn says Florida courts, though, are not following it.
Florida law does allow for alimony, and what they're doing is they're putting the state law over federal law. And you know, the way they get around it is they don't say you got to give your VA check, they say you got to pay alimony, and they don't care where you get it from.
Some states have passed laws to specifically protect the veteran in this type of situation. Florida isn't one of them.
I don't believe the American people want to be paying for people who didn't serve, who didn't support the veterans while they were serving. You know, they weren't there during that time of conflict. They weren't there. You know, they don't suffer the pain and agony that the disabled veterans do.
Unwilling to pay, Wednesday afternoon in a Charlotte County courtroom, Lynn was put in handcuffs and placed under arrest. He says his goal is to fight for change and set a precedent.
It's not about me, it's about other veterans. You know, we have 1.6 million veterans in Florida, and how many of them are going through the same thing?
Lynn says going to jail Wednesday is just the beginning of the fight to change Florida's laws for all veterans. Josh Taylor, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Welcome back. It's a story you saw exclusively here on ABC 7 and continues to make waves nationally. A local veteran choosing jail instead of giving his ex-wife a part of his VA disability check.
Suncoast resident Lynn says the support has been amazing, and now that he's out of jail, he's moving forward with help to get some laws upheld and others changed. ABC 7's Josh Taylor has the story.
Lynn was told to pay $1,500 a month in alimony to his ex-wife. Living primarily on a veteran's disability check, he refused.
Obviously, I spent a night in jail, about 30 hours.
Since then, the Gulf War era veteran says he's been getting contacted from all over.
The support of the American people is overwhelming. I've been getting calls from all over the United States.
Finding out he's far from alone.
Hearing similar stories, you know, there's groups out there who are striving for the same thing I'm striving for.
We've been at this for over 10 years now, trying to bring attention to this problem.
Jerry Beery is with a national not-for-profit veterans service organization called Operation Firing for Effect. He says U.S. Title 38 is clear. VA benefits are exempt from taxation, claims of creditors, and other legal processes.
Family law attorneys have been very successful in turning it around and redefining it as income when it's not.
Beery says they've been working to get states to recognize the federal law, hoping exposure with stories like Lynn's will have an impact.
Once the story is out, like you're doing right now, Josh, and the American taxpayer understands that the money that they're paying in for taxes is not getting to the disabled veterans, I think they're going to be very upset.
Lynn says he's now getting the backing of the Florida Veterans Foundation, and local financial support is expected to come in.
Next month, they're going to have a bike run to raise money to help pay the legal fees for this fight.
As far as the alimony goes, he says he's going to have to pay for now in order to keep up the fight.
I may pay it in the time being so that I can stay out of jail and actually work on this, because we got a good momentum going. I don't want to lose that.
Lynn says next he wants to get state officials, perhaps even the governor, to look at the issue and hopefully help in his fight for change. Josh Taylor, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Josh, thank you. Tens of thousands of people have been on mysuncoast.com to view this story. Hundreds have left comments on our Facebook page. If you want to catch up on the story, you can go to our webpage for all of our previous stories, including interviews with the veteran and his ex-wife. Again, all at mysuncoast.com.